let's have a representative from each group then, each room. Just have a little chat, share with us your ideas on what the England Handball performance pathway looks like. So breakout room 1.
Wait, is that us?
That would be the A's, yes. So I think Aaron Carter is definitely smiling like, please don't pick me.
I say we pick him. Yeah, go on, Aaron, mate.
Now, Alex Trent, you're on. Let's go.
So do I just explain my journey?
Give us your thoughts.
Okay, so I started off at school level. So I think I went to a school competition and then joined Phoenix and played for club level. And then I went to Southwest Trials, so regional trials, and now in the regional academy, or the regional academy performance. And then after got into futures, could have played for like England in Denmark, but obviously got cancelled like for futures. And then joined DiSE. I think that's the next step in it.
What I mean?
Yeah. So went to DiSE. I didn't do the Elite Performance Academy at Loughborough. I didn't do that, but I did do GB trials a month back. I think it was training, not trial, just training.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were invited to train, with the school. So, lovely, jubbly. So, what point does the performance pathway actually kick in? So, you started at school and then club level, but at what point was the performance side?
I'd say regional, like as soon as Southwest training and tournaments.
So I think I came into your room and the breakout room, and did task you guys with seeing if you could find a visual diagram of the pathway. Did you manage to find that? You did, actually.
Well, that's what I was looking at.
Oh, okay. So just so happens I have one that I made earlier. So we can just get everybody. Oops. Keep clicking on ones. So, Alex, would you like to share with everybody where you found this for their future research?
Just on the England Handball website, I think.
You think? Okay.
Yeah.
What was it buried within something in the document?
Well, I closed the thing now.
That's all right. Basically, folks, what I am going to try and steer you towards this evening is understanding where you can find all the information about the performance program that you're on and your future within Handball, all the documents, and I want you to be able to go and source them. So I'll keep pushing you towards the website. It takes a little bit of digging, but all the information that you could possibly need is there. Including this lovely sort of diagram. So as Alex said, we have introduced the Regional Academy Development this year. So it goes from under 14s and now the performance under 16s, futures, and it gives you all the year groups. So when it comes to your workbook, this is a really valuable diagram, okay? You've all received your workbooks? Yes, good. Who's actually looked at it? No, is that lots of shaking heads again, John? Yeah, okay. So you will find that on tab 1. It says, it's an optional task to put this in. Just because it's optional doesn't mean you don't have to do it, okay? You get extra bonus points from us tutors if you go a little bit further and add this. And this represents, it much better than lots and lots of text. So, okay, fantastic. What challenges, though, might you find yourself in face as an elite performer. You two are scoffing so much food, it's unreal. You're on my main screen and you're just so yeah, as you go through the performance pathway, what challenges might you face? Any ideas? In fact, let's put these into the chat box. Okay, so challenges that you might face throughout your time in Handball. So go. Chat. Yeah, absolutely. So many of you put not being selected, or I like that from Abby actually. Yeah, deselection. So that could be a big challenge. Setbacks. Lucy, can you go into more detail on what you mean by setbacks?
Like it can probably mean a couple different things. So setbacks is in like deselection. So you know, you don't get selected for futures or something. So that could be a pretty big setback for you. Or injury. Like if setbacks in your progress. So anything to do with that, I don't really. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
I can't really think of anything else.
What else? Let's see what other people have put. Mental health. Yeah, Jake, injuries. So that's kind of where I was going with that, Lucy. So yeah, as a setback, having an injury means the world, you know, it can feel like the end of the world to a player. So that's huge. Cameron's getting into certain teams or programs, not performing well. So a lot on mental health. Yeah, absolutely. So how then, let's talk about non-selection. Non-selection, so it's a big challenge and it happens to pretty much most of us at some point in life, never mind just handball, but we might not be selected for something. Who do you think though within the handball world you can turn to, who can support you with this? Anybody who wants to speak up, please. I'd love a really sort of interactive, you know, not just hearing my own voice thing tonight.
Coaches and players.
Coaches and players, absolutely. Okay, so anyone in particular, or how might you go about speaking to a coach about it?
I have it different, like I can text my coach and tell him like I've got an injury, but some like if you don't have that kind of contact, you can let other players know to let the coach know on the training day, or to email the coach before training.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anybody else? Yeah, so Luke's picked up there. So talking to other players who've experienced the same, that can be such a huge support. I think people really do underestimate the value of communication. And there's so many times, and I don't know who's found this, but you've had a worry, you kept it all to yourself and you've not talked about it. But actually when you start talking, you realise that everyone else is in the same boat, or has faced that challenge and has got some really good tips to get you through it. So that's cool. Being dropped, yeah, so all of these are great. Mental health, especially in our current climate, is huge, and it's something that we should definitely all be helping support one another with. So that's great. Okay, so yeah, let's move on to the next one. And just keep flicking back. So we are going to do a quick poll now. Test your knowledge. So this is England Handball's lovely acronym, and I think most of you have worn it on your shirts at some point. So now I'm just going to work out how to put the poll up. Launch poll. Okay, can you see this? Good. I'll take that as yes.
Yeah, I can see it, Liz.
That's cool. I think we're going to be quite impressed here, John.
I'm unsurprisingly impressed.
Well, I have to say all of them are pretty good. They're all worthy. '22, 33. We've got some thinkers. We've got some thinkers or some Googlers. Three left, or is that us?
I haven't answered. Shall I answer?
Yeah. Have a stab, John.
Oh, let me have a think.
Where's he going? Which one's he going for? Right. So can you all see the percentages? Can you see what I do? Is that right? Okay. So just taking the win with 48%. Yeah, absolutely right. Personal responsibility in delivering excellence. So well done to the 16 of you. I do like the passion, respect, integrity, determination, and enjoyment. Where did that one come from, John? Was that just sheerly
So
made
that's actually the UCAD, the UK anti-doping kind of values. So we're going to be doing a session on anti-doping that Bobby's leading on in the new year. So that will crop up again.
Right. So remember that one, folks, because you may come across it. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So I'm glad to know you understand what's on your shirts. Okay. So let's just get rid of that. Okay, so cultures and values. We're going to go back into breakout rooms and we're just going to discuss what cultures and values mean to you, how you understand them. There's obviously two definitions on the screen for you now, but things that England Handball really value and promote. If you can come up with different set of values as a group and then choose somebody who's going to present. If you've all got access to the whiteboard in your breakout room, so if you can find the button to do that, you can have a play and write on the screen and then you can share it back with us. So I'm going to send you out. We'll have a good discussion when we get back. I'll be dropping in to the rooms as we go. Open all rooms. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Right, see you all soon. Right, you are.
Thanks, Liz. I'm gonna dip out now.
All right, nice.
Catch you later. You too.
Bye.
If you do need anything, I'm sat next to my phone, so do feel free to WhatsApp me. I'm not actively involved in the next delivery, but okay. I'll be on there. All right, thanks, Liz. See you.
Bye. Who have we got back in the main room then? Lots of keen people. Let's bring everyone back. Hi, Joel.
Good.
Hi. Yeah, I dropped in on in your room, and I thought that was it was great. So I just snuck back out again quietly.
They were with awkward silence. I need to set the the things up.
Zoom is all about the awkward silences. Yes.
Exactly.
But I'm definitely going to get your group to and you, if you don't mind, I'm going to utilise you to feed back on this for me, because it did sound like you were getting some really good answers. So that would be great. I'll just wait for everybody to be back in. Okay, 29. I know Fraser's gone. Okay, cool. 32. Fabulous, we're all back in. So yeah, João, would you like to sort of get us up to date with your group and their feedback?
Yeah. So what we did is to think about the values. There's a lot of values in life that you need to rule your actions, and the group decide to choose a couple of them that they think they are crucial as EHA players. So Jake starts with the first one, and then, like we did in the breakout room, okay, everybody speak about one value, speak what value and why is that value important, okay? Jake.
I think resilience, just like keep going when you come to a hurdle, such as, I don't know, an injury or a bad game. You've got like bounce back, have a positive mindset to sort of improve. Very nice, to be honest. Yeah, just like keep going. Just don't really know what to say or how else to say.
No, that's great, Jake. Great. Yeah, pass on the baton.
Cameron.
Yeah, I said commitment was a key value to have, because you have to show that you are willing to put in the extra effort and like turn up on time, help out with everything, have a good attitude, just so you can be the best athlete and get like the most potential that you can and get the most out of training every day. So get the most out of everything you do.
Lovely. Yeah, absolutely. Pass on.
Grace?
I mainly said, like, obviously the commitment is a huge part of it, but like if you don't have the passion for it, then it's hard to follow through with the commitment and the determination. And like if you don't have all of that like as one, then getting anywhere with it and like progressing would be a lot more difficult. Hannah?
Motivation. You've got to be motivated to play, like you've got to want to play and train. So yeah, Jamie.
Oh, I said that you have to be respectful to your teammates and other players, so it creates a good environment, and so everyone feels included. and be equally treated. I think it's Jake next.
That's fantastic. I think that's all of you. So I think Grace was having issues, wasn't she, with her camera? Yeah, absolutely. So having your own set of values is so important. Having a good set of positive values creates a positive impression of your sport, of handball. So the better that you behave and show your sport off, the better the NGB looks. And it's a knock-on effect, really, isn't it? So the higher your standards, the better the impression we give, okay? And then the more the sport can move on forwards, okay? Also, having these set of values just really helps you long term with your career, looking at your future. Okay, if you are setting high standards for yourself and acting on them and showing the resilience and your determination and so forth, then this is going to help you in your career. This is going to help you within the coaching, the performance coaching setup. Your coaches are going to look at you and go, yeah, fantastic, because it isn't. And I think you probably know this by now, but it isn't just about how well you play. It's the whole holistic view, holistic sort of package as a player that we're looking for. We want somebody who has got good values, somebody who's turning up on time, sort of not being distracting. I think we're at the point in the performance state that people want to be there. So a lot of negative behaviours don't show up, and negative values. So that's good. Right, I'm going to set you a little reset. Oh no, should we just go to group one? So Alex, Trent, did your group find anything about England Handball's values within the Talent Pathway Handbook?
I think Aaron did.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron too. Well done.
I got the EHA Code of Ethics and Behaviour.
Okay, fab. Was that that's a separate document to the Talent Pathway?
It was linked in the pathway.
Lovely. So did you manage to have time to pick anything out of that?
It just lists some principles and policies that ensure safety, transparency and accountability.
Okay, excellent. So you'll definitely be needing that within this workbook. Okay, so did anybody else find the opening pages of the Talent Pathway Handbook and have time to read through? Okay, I suggest that you all find that document. It's a really comprehensive guide put together by the performance manager for you. It covers everything. It covers pride. It covers our values and our principles and the whole philosophy of England Handball, where we are and where we want to be. Okay, so do read it. It was emailed out to you all individually, and you can find it quite easily on I think it's on the first page of the website. So so we're looking at creating positive impressions and standardizing behaviors and expectations when we're setting out our values. It's really important to have a really good, strong set and understand your values, know where you're going with them. So moving on, we're going to talk about behaviors and performance. So can you all, I think we'll just pop it in the chat for now. Can you all give me one positive and one negative behaviour that might be shown within the sporting context? So imagine just in a coaching environment, one positive behaviour and one negative, and just pop them in the chat. Okay. Yeah, you've got some fantastic ideas. Lack of enthusiasm. So. Yeah, I like that. Respecting the referees. That's a very positive behaviour. Respectful, overly aggressive, negative outlooks. Are you all managing to read these? Nod. Not being a team, appearing uninterested. Yeah, Alice, that's actually a really good one. Yeah, it's a really good one. So just we're talking about body language there. Okay, if your body language is saying to the coach that you're not interested and you just don't want to be there, they're not likely to want to, you know, sort of consider you for maybe selection. So it's very easy to give off the wrong vibes. And I think we've talked about body language in a previous workshop, or at least you will. Trying to understand the vibes that you give off. And I know I've spoken to players over the years where they have absolutely no idea that, you know, they're giving off the impression that they are and looking really fed up, and it's just actually because they just had a bad day, or they're just shy, or so that's fine. So, but yeah, body language is a huge one. It can be equally positive and negative. Okay, anybody want to jump in and have a chat about any of theirs? Bonus points for people who speak. No, okay. So, don't think it's on here, but what about timekeeping? Could timekeeping be an issue? Thanks, Hannah. Right, okay. So, do you all know now where you can find the EHA Code of Conducts? Do you know what documents there are there? Okay, you're all going to go back to your groups. You're going to get a screenshot of it, so I know that you found it, and you're going to bring it back to me just to prove that you've been there. See you shortly.
Oh, it won't let me join the
Oh,
group.
that's I need to add you, Matthew. I'm so sorry because you came
Okay,
back.
thank you.
In. So
That was the Luke one.
That's unassigned, assigned to. Sorry, which one?
The Luke Chung one and Lucy Thornmore.
I will add you. There we go.
Thank you very much.
No worries. We're all back now. Some people do just wait to be brought back onto. And we're back. Right, okay, so Alex's group, can you give me one of the policies or things that you can find from England Handball website?
I just searched up like a definition for like the code of conduct for EHA, and I got never use inappropriate language, gestures, sexist, abusive, or racist like language towards players and officials.
Absolutely, that is one of many. So did you manage to get onto the website and find the web page with a list of policies and youth documents?
I personally didn't, but someone else may. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we managed to get onto it.
Excellent work, Mr. Bird. Miss Alice. So can you tell us, sort of share with us one document?
So one of them was hold high ethical values and do not abuse your position for personal gain. That was just one.
What document was that within?
This one has got the EHA code of conduct. We just googled it and we found quite a few. There was like one on there was a code of ethics and behavior, and then there was a code of conduct. So we just thought it was that one.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, you right, and that's Google's a fantastic search engine. What I do really want you to all grasp tonight, and I think can we do it all together now, is go on to the England Handball website. So it's just literally englandhandball.com. I just really do want you to understand where all the information is. Okay. So englandhandball.com. You should have a lovely menu on the left hand side. Click on menu, click on performance. What do you see?
First thing that comes up is players on the pathway.
Okay, so here we go. So players on the pathway. Oh, third one down. Pathway policies and information. And lo and behold, there is all the information that you guys and girls need, starting with the Talent Pathway Handbook. Okay, this I'm sure you've alread it, you've just forgotten about it. This was all delivered to you when you started Regional Academy. Okay, and it, as I said, fully comprehensive. Everything you need to know about the programme, its objectives, how we recruit players, your attendance, how we work with the clubs, your progression. So it explains the Futures programme. So all the transition information that you'll need for the first tab of your workbook, how we assess and select within Futures, and DiSE principles. Okay, lots and lots and lots of information for you. Lots of information, safeguarding. All the policies that are listed on the website are also linked in this document. Okay, and who to contact. Everyone's going, oh, that's a really good. Okay, so lots of information there for you. They're all little links. F10 stages, so how we assess you, safeguarding policy, your social media and young athlete policy, anti-doping policy. So when you go through your anti-doping with Bobby, I want you to excel and go, Read it. Found it on the website, Bobby. All right. Bonus points for you all. There we go. All the information you could possibly need. So you will find in there England Handball's values, an idea of our culture and what we are trying to create or have created and we are promoting. Okay. So that's where you're going to get the information for code of conduct. So I've got a lot of notes here. So we've touched slightly on behaviours just now. Let's go back to my, sorry, too many buttons, share screen. So we talked slightly about behaviours that sort of came under values to an extent. But what does your behaviour, how is your behaviour possibly affected? So your behaviour and your performance, how are they affected maybe by mental social pressures? So can you think of any particular scenarios where your behaviour might come under scrutiny or your performance might dip because of different pressures? So and talk about lifestyle, things that may occur during, you've touched on it before in talking about deselection, things that might not motivate you, challenges you might face. Okay, so now we're just more looking at the pressures that you face. So it could be from family, or well, I'm not going to go into it, you're going to talk, you're going to do all the work, and I do want you to present back to me. So get your head around doing that. Mental and social pressures and the risks involved to the player on those, on each one. Okay, so mental and social pressures and the risks involved. Let's send you to your breakout rooms and I will jump in with you. All right, folks, we're very nearly there. I promise. See, some people are so happy chatting away in their groups, they're not coming back. Okay, Joelle, did your group want to? Did they come up with some good discussions with you? Or is it Joelle that's still gone? Okay. Hi, Joelle. Busy chatting. So I just wondered, yeah, how did your group get on?
very nice. So a lot of things that we discussed. So I will take the guys that spoke less to speak now
Lovely.
about
I like
the ideas of the group. So I think it's a good idea to hear about De Migueli.
There's a risk around social media at our age because there might be mistakes that you might not think of everything you're posting all the time, which could lead to it coming back in the future with a career.
Absolutely.
Also, and then
Did that get picked up with Sue on the careers workshop, or it will do at some point? But yeah, it's a very, very huge point within your career, within the performance career, to watch what you post on social media. We'll leave that for now. Okay, yeah, carry on. Anyone else?
Yeah, somebody else from my group, Jake.
I'm saying like of like balancing your daily life with training and school.
Yes. Okay.
Like you may like feel like you're not having enough time for just for your own personal time to relax. Say if you've been at school or college all day, and then you've got, I don't know, now it's time you've got training, you don't really have that time to relax and just chill. So it may really lead to you maybe just giving up the sport because you're not finding the time.
So you just,
that may lead to other factors.
So the risk there involved is actually leaving the sport because you haven't been able to balance it so well that you've got a good balance of social and handball and work life, and you just stressed out and you leave handball. And yeah, that's the worst scenario for Joao and I, that we lose players from the pathway because they haven't balanced their life. So yeah, excellent points. Who did I speak to? Noah. So what did we highlight?
We said about like having different friendship groups, like having your handball mates and then having like your non-handball mates, like schoolmates.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the risk there?
Like your schoolmates could put pressure on you to like meet on the weekends when you're supposed to be going like around the country to train or play.
Okay. And so what's the actual pressure on you there? How does that make you feel, or could make you feel?
Well, it could make you feel left out if you're like not doing what your mates are doing on the weekends and stuff.
Yeah. So again, the risk is losing you from handball because you've been swayed by the non-handballers.
Yeah.
Right, so I am really aware that all this interaction and we've breakout rooms that we're running way over, so we're just going to whiz very quickly through. Can you just pop in the chat? We're going to go on to the last topic, ethics and safety. Okay, can you just pop in the chat what you think ethics may be? So a small definition, what ethics means to you. Lovely, Cam. Yes, good, Alice. Nice. Brilliant. Okay, we're all on the same wavelength there. And if you're not, have a quick read in the chat, get yourself up to speed. But yeah, ethics in sport. Ethics, so it's like a system of moral behaviours. So we've talked about the different behaviours that we expect and try and attain within our sport. So a set of moral behaviours that ensure a really high level of integrity and a really good, strong character. Okay, and that is ethics, your own ethical system, but also the NGB, so England Handball. So we're all trying to set same standards to a really high level. Okay, it's being able to differentiate from right or wrong, and from good and bad. Okay, it's as simple as that. It's a really strong set of personal beliefs. So we're going to leave that there, okay, because I realise we are at 8:15 and I'm sure you've got lots of homework to do. Nod if you've got the workbook. Yes, okay. If those that have turned their cameras off haven't got the workbook, please get in touch. You have got a deadline to complete this by the 12th of December. So can you write that down now? I will probably put that in an email to you, just as a reminder. 12th of December, okay? It is a very short workbook, a few drop-down tabs that you can just choose some answers. But yeah, well done everyone tonight. I know Zoom's really difficult for us all. But yeah, well done. It's good to see you. Joelle, thank you for your input. And yeah, take care everyone. Bye.